Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. It's me Natsu here, and today we're going to be taking a look at version updates 5.4.0 for the JP version of Dokkan. Now, there is a good amount to actually talk about, even though this is realistically a smaller update. We did also have the physical cell EZA data download, and we know what his EZA weakness is going to be. I also want to say real quick here, this is my first video after hitting 2,000 subs. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel and, keeping up with the content, everything like that. The support really means a lot, and yeah, it's pretty pog. So let's just move forward with that in mind, I guess you could say. So we do have the Cell EZA. Obviously, if you take a look here, it's a 10-stage LR EZA, right? There's actually not really a type weakness from what I'm seeing here. It just basically you need to have legendary power, and most likely you want to have STR units and no int units, right? If you take a look here, the category weakness is actually Entrusted Will, which makes sense because STR Ultimate Gohan does support the Entrusted Will team. So they're kind of building it up for this, right? If you have STR Gohan, he'll still be a pretty good option here, even without legendary power. At the very least, as a floating support, you can get his guard, right? So yeah, I mean, if we take a look at the Entrusted Will category first, I guess we could look at it. We have only Age-L Trunks as a leader, really, technically, so you could use Age-L Trunks, but I think you probably will just run most likely like a Goku family team, right? Goku family with the Goku and Gohan leader skill, Super Saiyans and Goku's family, like that's most of this category, right? Is that like everything except like Piccolo, Garlic Jr., yeah, and God Trunks, right? Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, yeah, whatever. Most of the categories on the team though, so that's good. I mean, in terms of legendary power units you could bring, I would say again Age-L UI Goku is going to be pretty good here. The 6 Super Saiyan 2 Gohan could be okay here as well. It's not really a good LR STR except for this Trunks, which this Trunks isn't even on the Goku's leader skill, right? So yeah, that could be something weird with that because there's not really that many like STR legendary power units that would work in here. But in terms of STR units specifically, you have like this Trunks to be good. STR Ultimate Gohan's EZA is pretty strong. Obviously, Tech Gohan will be very good for this event as well. I don't know. This one seems like it could be a little annoying, just because there's not that many great legendary power units. Again, these two could actually be pretty effective in here, I think. If Namagoku wasn't type disadvantage, I'd say you could definitely bring them, but with type disadvantage, probably not so hot. UI Goku with his crits could work, right? These guys are solid. You could build a team for sure. Maybe like a shocking speed built team, like Age-L Trunks as a leader. Shocking speed right there. You have shocking speed, don't you? You do. Maybe, yeah, like a shocking speed team. This guy could work. You could just throw this guy in the team just because of that. He has like Shattered and prepared for battle that works with some of the units, right? Like UI Goku has prepared for battle too. That could work. And then maybe we could just throw this Trunks on here because of saviors, right? A lot of these units are on saviors too. Yeah, I think that could work. There's definitely a lot of different options you have. Just not too many. Well, I want to say a lot. There's like 2 different like team builds you could run. Unfortunately, not really that much right now, but it is what it is. So next we have Physical Cell himself. Now I think that Physical Cell is definitely a pretty strong unit for sure from what I'm seeing. Again, the fact that he's going to get 120% defense on super attack when against one enemy. His defense is like nearing 500k easily without support, right? Easily over 500k with support, even without raising his defense on super, right? So while he's not going to be like eating super attacks in the red zone, he'll tank normals against basically every red zone boss. He'll be very strong against them. Offensively, I'm still not sure what he's going to hit. I've seen like some calculations, him hitting like 6-7 million, 8 million maybe at most, and that's like, I don't know if I'm crazy, but I think that that's not like, if you look at him in the Age-L Cell, right? Age-L Cell does like 10 million attack stats, like 3 of them in a turn, and then this guy's just doing his 1.6 million with like way lower defense, right? Obviously, he's an old unit at previous EZA, so he shouldn't be nearly as, he could be like exactly on that level, but I think that offensively he could have hit a little harder, right? Maybe add this additional attack plus here or something, right? And that would have been really good, but That's really the only nitpick I have for him. I think he looks very powerful, and he'll be really good even in Super Battle Road. Getting this right here, he could really wrap the field with his AoE because he'll miss out on the Mega Colossal and Great attack, but the extra 30% attack would be really huge. And again, he's a pretty solid link set for the Cell team. He's a really good partner for AGL Cell. I just feel like it would have been better if AGL Cell did get a slot 1 unit, obviously, right? But I think that I've seen people like say this guy is not really that impressive and everything like that, which is not true. I think they did a really good job with the ZZA. I just would have pushed for either a little more offense or make him like slot 1 god, right? Either one of the two would have worked, right? But I mean, the Android team has a lot of really good slot 1 units already, so it's not that big of a deal that this guy is not like a slot 1 unit. Because look at the Android team and we have for slot 1, right? We have this guy can be running slot 1 very effectively. We have the int third. Yeah, we have these guys. Oh, wait, did I just put them out? Yeah, these guys can run slot 1. Yeah, we have AGL Super 17 can be running slot 1 very good. The Tech Androids can run slot 1. 16 could work on slot 1 as well. These guys are able to be worked in slot 1, right? For the most part. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part for slot 1 units. But like again, there's a lot of slot 1 units here. Yeah, it's a good amount, right? And I would say that, you know, this guy when he gets easy A, right, he could be like a very strong slot 1 unit if he has like a lot of damage reduction, right? Like bump this up to 70, give him damage reduction. I guess he would get like, maybe he can get defense starter turn. Like, what if this is off topic, but what if this guy gets easy? He's like 150% defense starter turn, 160%. Well, what if it's 170%? 170% defense, 170% attack and super, 3 key 70%, and then just 40% damage reduction. That'd be really strong, right? Yeah, that's a little off topic there, but yeah, the Android team doesn't really need slot 1 units, right? I think that slot 2 units are very perfectly fine, right, for what the team is construction around right now. It's just that outside of this guy in second form Cell, there's not really a good unit to run on slot 1 with the AGL Cell, but that's fine. So talking about the update itself right here, again, we have different options that I took screenshots of. I kind of showed it here. But for example, we have that you can accept all for Baton. So when you click on one of the finished fights and all of them are finished or multiple are finished, you got all the rewards for them. So if you see here, I see I got multiple rewards here for this. This right here, I got the orbs and everything like that, which makes things a lot simpler. And then if you see right here, I got all the card rewards. So that worked out in my favor, right? Being able to get all these cards at once and just kind of hop back in saves a lot of time. Besides having to click through each of them individually, for sure, like a good amount of time, like an extra 2 minutes or something. Which, if you're doing Patan like regularly, right, logging like every hour, every few hours, right, that can add up for sure. So definitely saves time. The next thing would be there's a skip button, right? I didn't take a screenshot of it, like the skip button, whatever. And you could skip and get the results, right? Which they need to add this to actual summoning. That'd be really cool. And then finally, this section right here is essentially where, you know, events that have character restrictions, like Extreme Z areas, for example, is a prominent one, where you have to use certain characters. Like when you used to go in and edit the team in the Extreme Z area section, right? It showed your entire character box, and there's like, you know, the like the triangle with the exclamation point, like the danger sign, I guess you could say, on it. And you could pick all those characters and sort through your entire box. Very annoying. They fixed that, so it only shows the characters that you have, right? So if you take a look here, I'm in this Extreme Z area, right? And then if I go in here and you see it only shows the characters, I have nothing selected. Let me close it. I have nothing selected at all. Everything's cleared. And click this just to make sure, right? And you see, it only shows the characters that we have. It also has check marks on the characters that you're required to bring, because that is something in some of these Extreme Z areas. Like maybe you're required to bring this guy, you're required to bring these guys, right? So you know that you have to select these characters in order to do the event, and then it only shows the characters that you can use, which is very, very, very helpful. Instead of having to scroll through the entire box, sort in different ways, it saves a lot of time. Like, yeah, right here, right? Thank goodness. It saves a lot of time for sure. Again, very small update, but nice quality of life stuff that they introduced. One last thing right here is we have Theme 6 found a QR barcode scanner. This is essentially just going to be a barcode. Like, you know, if you played Legends, those like barcode scanners, stuff like that. No idea what this is going to be for Dokkan. I would say most likely it could be related to Tanabata, maybe some sort of like, I don't know, like, because I know, like, remember, like, if you guys do play Legends, right, during the anniversaries or around there, there's like this scanner thing where you scan like other people's QR codes for Dragon Balls, right? And you can make a channel or something, right? Maybe it was something like this for Tanabata. No idea, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. That's pretty much it. Not too much to talk about. Thank you all for watching, and of course, I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.